Hey guys, Jag here, and this video is all about understanding the difference between active learning and a passive learning. One of the biggest thing is if you want to get to your desired future, if you want to get to the outcome, you want to get to the desired destination in your future in your life. The gap between where you are right now and where you want to be is always a knowledge gap, is an education gap. Because today you don't know something, how to make it happen. For example, if you're running a business and you're making $20,000 a month and you want to make it to $80,000 a month, the gap is not because you are not good at your skill set. The gap is you just don't know how to do it. If you're making 1,000 and you want to make 10,000, you just need to learn how to do it. But here is what happens. Most people think of that learning is is a very passive learning. They go to the university system and they go out and spend doing masters, doing other degrees and programs where they sit and learn. Passive learning was good when you were part of the industrial age, when you just have to have a knowledge about something. But in today's world, the passive learning doesn't work. Every time you sit down to learn passively, the study shows you only can learn or can absorb about 2 to 3% of learning. You can't take anything more than that. That's not the way the brain's designed. The only way you can consistently learn, the only way you can keep the learning is by active learning. And active learning, what I mean by that is you learn something, you apply, and then you come back, learn more, and you apply it. So it's always learn, apply, learn, apply, learn, apply method. That's what we call it, active learning, where you actively learning and applying it and then moving forward. Because each time you do a passive learning, you only can keep this much. And all that information which you learned, because you haven't used it, it kind of disappears, right? Imagine, probably you remember the time when you were at university and you have done some sort of bachelor's or master's degrees. All that was a good learning. You enjoyed it, spent a bit of time with the friends, but whatever you learned, how many times have you used it at the workplace? How many times when you came out of that ended up using it? Probably like 5% or 10% the most, right? And the reason for this is because all of that is designed for people who want to go back and work in the factory system or the traditional system. For today's world, passive learning is not the way to go. That's why it's really important. You need to be asking this question: am I actively learning, or am I doing a passive learning? Active learning is where you go out and apply it, learn, apply, and then you change based on that. So really, really, really important for you to see that, because otherwise you're going to be ended up spending 2 3 years at the university system and come back and then realize you kind of ended up wasting it, right? So hope this makes sense. Go and spend time and learn from those people who play the game. Learn from those people who are actually doing the work, not just the theories, the people who spending time and doing the work. Learn from those people, because that's what we call active learning. All right, that's it for me. Thank you for listening, and I'll speak to you guys very soon.